there going to be a new raid for the Renegades expansion? That feels like the age-old question now. What's going on, you beautiful bastards? My name is NoSoGojo, and today's video is going to be a juicy and dramatic video, as I'm going to be covering the possibility of a new raid coming later this year. If you enjoyed this video, please consider joining the Gojo army. We would love to have you, and maybe even drop a like on the video below. Now with that out of the way, let's jump into the research. Based on current leaks and information from late 2025, there is a distinct difference between what was officially released and what players expected for the Renegades expansion. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I expected a raid to come with Renegades, especially with it being Star Wars. I mean, that would be fucking sick, dude. Like, come on now. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Now, this brings us to the release of Renegades on December 2nd of 2025, which I would have to deem a good release and pretty much saved the game. It was at a horrible state and Renegades stepped in. That brings us to the release of Renegades on December 2nd, 2025. And unlike major yearly expansions of the past, like Final Shape, for example, Renegades did not launch with a new raid. Instead, it launched with a new dungeon called Equilibrium, which is actually pretty good. I enjoy it, which arrived on December 13, 2025. Now, Bungie's content cadence under the current model generally pairs one raid and one dungeon across the annual roadmap, not per expansion, sadly. I know that sucks, but the community sources affirm that Renegades does not have a new raid actively planned at expansion release. Now, that's at expansion release. That doesn't mean that with the success of Renegades that they won't plan one for early mid 2025. Hopefully that's the case and they come around and make a Star Wars themed raid, because that would be awesome. Now, Bungie has confirmed a 2026 roadmap, including the Shadow and Order, which is going to be a major free update mid-season, so stay on the lookout for that, and another expansion later in the year. It's possible additional in-game activities will launch with those updates, but once again, no traditional raid has been announced for Renegades specifically. Community discussions indicate that instead of a raid, they might possibly bring out a Pantheon style or similar high difficulty PvE events arriving later in the Renegade season, but we'll have to see. There have been persistent rumors and leaks, notably from Houndish and Liz, suggesting a reprised Destiny 1 raid might be returning during the Year of the Prophecy, and I bet you guys can guess what this raid might be. But right now, the top candidate is looking like Wrath of the Machine. Yes! Yes! Since the Ash of Iron update brought players back to the Plaguelands in September 2025, many believe a Siva-themed raid reprise is being held for mid-year update in 2026. And with that being said, we can only pray that we get a Star Wars-themed raid alongside the beloved and commonly crowned one of the best Destiny 2 raids ever, Wrath of the Machines. Let me know what you guys think about this new raid situation down in the comment section below. Would you like to see Wrath of Machines come back, or would you like the studio to focus on a Star Wars themed raid and save Wrath of Machines for a later date? I'm always interested to hear what you guys think. That also brings us to the end of today's video. It was kind of a short and sweet kind of speculation on if Destiny 2 is going to be releasing a Renegades Star Wars raid, but right now literally there is no information about a raid even being worked on, so that is kind of sad news, but that's where we're at right now. Now, that isn't a confirmed thing. We haven't seen anything, so we can only pray that with the success of Renegades and the talks of everybody wanting a new raid, which I know we all want a Star Wars themed raid, that would be awesome. Maybe they might pull through and make a raid. That would be awesome. But I want to close this video off in an important, like, heartfelt moment by giving a huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting me recently. It means so much to me, as I've been wanting to do this content stuff for a while now, and I've never been consistent with it, but right now I'm sitting down, I'm being consistent, I'm trying to make decent content for you guys, and you guys killed the last 3 videos on the channel by breaking over 100 views and over 5 likes on each of those videos. That may not sound like a huge amount of views, but for me, that's, man, I appreciate that. That's more than nothing, so I appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and like I said, join the Gojo army, man. We're a cool little family down here, but that's crazy. I couldn't thank you guys enough. Keep being great, and I will see you guys in the next adventure.